Hello, all you Facebook fans out there. Good morning. I'm Lee Nelson, along with Dr. Jack Burke, who is here to help us with a topic that I know nothing about, because I have two young men in my family, but how to raise young women.
We'll talk about daughters today.
Okay,
but
good,
specifically about doing what we can as parents to help them be as extortion-proof as possible.
Okay, extortion-proof. That's an interesting word.
Well, we all react to pressure, but there are things we can do that help us withstand pressure better.
Okay, all right.
You know, so I've got a few things on the list, so to speak.
All right.
Relates to all the books laying here, too.
I was going to say, there must be a reason you brought some reading material.
Yeah, they're not just a barricade. You know, the first thing we need to do for daughters, and again, that doesn't mean we're not doing the same for sons, but today the focus is on daughters, you know, is to really focus on self-esteem. You know, that would be part one. And self-esteem isn't just having cheerleaders and getting compliments. Self-esteem develops when we're allowed to fix our own mistakes, to learn how to handle our own problems. You know, when parents take any extreme position, like we're too helpful, you know, we helicopter and we rest them, we teach the child that they're inadequate. We're telling them they can't handle it. If we go to the other extreme and we're punitive and we're setting down the law, all we teach is fear. So, you know, when we're in a moderate place as parents and we're consultants, that the ideal thing is that we're there for our kids to say, okay, you got a problem, how are you going to fix it, and how can I help? But that we don't take it over and do it for them. Self-esteem, you got to start believing in yourself.
Sure, that makes perfect sense. It's not always easy as a parent, I'm sure, to adopt exactly the right space between those two.
But it is important that we balance it. And we want to consult. I always want to be there, but I don't want to take over.
All right.
I brought some books in different styles, too heavily academic, to Julian Edelman's books here, which he dedicates to his daughter, or the baby girl in the first one. But it's about this little squirrel, and he wrote it, who perseveres, you know, and works hard on things. It addresses the second thing girls need, and boys, but girls need hope. You know, hope can really come from having moderate parents who teach you a work ethic. They teach you that work, perseverance, really sticking to what you want to do does have a value. And it helps you withstand those times where it doesn't work out. But when we teach hope, you know, we're helping kids have something for the future. They're much less likely to feel like they only got one chance, and so they can be extorted upon. Oh, if I don't do it now, I'll never get another chance. Hope says, no, I don't have to do this. I'll find another way to get where I want to go. I know that working hard works. That actually teaches hope.
So an idea, too, to look at failure as just one more part of the learning process, rather than, oh my gosh, that's it.
He puts a quote in his dedication about that, something about that crushing olives is how you find their true value. That, you know, it's facing it very. In his second one, he's got two children's books here. The second one is about this little squirrel in the Super Bowl, and so it begins at 28-3 down, so to speak, with these horrible creatures, these falcons. But it's really talking about perseverance and sticking with it. That's what hope is: believing in yourself. You know, that we have that belief. And our kids can get that from us. And again, it's from a moderate position. If we're extreme parenting either way, we're not going to teach that kind of hope.
So it seems to me you're saying, and maybe with the third one too, that as a parent, I mean, this is a organic relationship. We have our role, the kids have their role, and they have to kind of cooperate with each other, right?
That we're very much engaged, that we have to work in it together. You think about organizations like Kids First, and how incredibly important that is to remind us, no matter what's going on between you and the other adult, don't take it out on the kids. You know, that they need our backup. They need to know where they're, which is point 3 of what do kids need, what can we do for our daughters. And you know, the things like hope and self-esteem are nurtured by a sense of belonging. You know, when a girl grows up and she believes she's got her team, her family, her group, her tribe is always there for her, that they've got her back, there's going to be a strength there. You know, and so all those things that kids have to fight, puberty and body image and all of that, when you know that people have your back, it's a lot easier to face things. Actually, it goes into, like in the fall when kids are leaving for college, kids who come from a family where they have that kind of strong support are less likely to be home by Thanksgiving. They'll be homesick, they'll miss you, but those kids are likely to be able to handle it because they know they've got true backup.
Right.
that they know someone is there for them. So these are some books that relate to it on different levels of what you like to read. This tribe book is very interesting about how important that sense of belonging. You know, when a kid feels like they belong, when their self-esteem is good, it's very hard to extort that person because that strength is, I don't have to fall for whatever you're selling. I can stay on my own path. I can be strong. You know, another piece of that too is another book here, and it was written originally about anorexia. You know, that how can we help girls with that? And he talks about she talks about the importance of fathers in this story, and clearly says that a girl who has a good, interactive, strong relationship with a father is less likely to be anorexic. You know, that us dads do have relevance in this day and age.
Thank goodness.
Well, it actually is pretty new. You think like over the last 50 years, fathers have more jobs and yelling about report cards and getting the lawn mowed that were interactive, that were part of a kid's life. But the important part of that one, too, is that it's not just gender-based. You know, because a couple is a couple, whether a same-sex couple or a conservative or liberal couple, race, color, ethnicity, they're all irrelevant. When a child has their team, when they have their backup, that will override all the other thing. When you know your people have you and are there for you, you've got that strength.
Sky's the limit.
And that's how we set our girls out and to be strong.
Excellent, excellent. So again, hope, self-esteem, and a sense of belonging. All right, and not necessarily in that order. They're equally important, all three.
You know, it even translates to small things like, yes, we're all going on vacation together. Yes, we're going non-electric, and we're going to be camping in the woods, and we're all going to do it. Those memories endure, and that's that sense of tribe. Even things like shoveling the driveway together, a shared activity, builds that sense of awareness together, and we go into this world with much more confidence. You know, it's so easy to be lonely, and it's so much nicer to feel like you belong somewhere. It's actually easier to be away from a safe thing, you know, you can always come back to.
You have those people to fall back on. Excellent, as always, Jack. Thank you very much. Another problem solved by Dr.
Wouldn't
Jack
that be
Burke.
nice?
Wouldn't that be nice? Anyway, thanks a lot. All right, Facebook fans, have a good day. We'll see you later.